What is going on, folks at home? We are back with a new day on the water, and it's feeling good. We got Mitchell behind the camera, so you know that this video is not going to suck as much as the ones that I filmed by myself. Well, there are a few people, Mitchell, that said they enjoyed the solo missions more. What do you have to say to that?
I agree with them.
You agree with them? The other thing I would add is that you can't make everybody on YouTube right or happy. It's about 50-50. Sometimes it feels like it's about 20-80. You can only satisfy about 20 of you guys, but we're gonna try our hardest not to necessarily be entertaining, but to catch a bunch of walleyes today, because that's kind of what this channel is about. We could film Cops Called Almost Sunk the Boat video.
Big walleye public land.
Big walleye. Do you like the sound of that video, Mitchell, or should we just go with like
Big walleye public
catching a
land.
ton of springtime walleyes?
Yeah, I mean,
We're gonna stick to course here and just catch a bunch of springtime walleyes. So
today.
no clickbait today. So stay tuned. We got to find some fish, and we hopefully got to make some fish bite. Oh, Mitchell. So a lot of times you can use a lake to your advantage. What I mean by that is stuff that looks like this right here. Those are walleyes in which we're looking for, but a lot of times you can use how a lake's set up to your advantage. If you want to find fish very fast, if you get in an area that's all solid rock, there's 3 more over here sitting on this rock right here, this little gravelly high spot right there, but a lot of times if you have like big portions of a lake you're looking at, they're just solid rock, like one huge rock shoreline that's miles long. Tough to see fish in that without either having them be out deep, maybe marking one on sonar, or fishing through it with something like live. We're just in an area there's a lot of sand, kind of a mixture of some rock and sand. But every fish that's on this sand is gonna pop out like a sore thumb on side imaging. So as I drive down this here, like these are a couple obvious rocks, but over here, these are walleyes right here. This is what we want to see. This is honestly the first spot we've looked at too. We may do a little more driving around than this, but a lot of times this is what I'm kind of looking for. You can see we're in 10 feet of water right now, cruising around, just looking for fish, basically on a big sand flat with a little roll in it. Anytime you have one area that's all very uniform, and then one little dip or a little hard bottom spot in here like this, you can be assured that if there is walleyes there, that's probably where they're gonna be. I mean, another one right here, fish right here. I mean, there's just a lot of fish that we're already seeing. No, like, there's 50 type of situation. But a lot of times when you're looking at sand, you're not going to get in there. You're like, oh, there's 50 right there, right? This looks good right here. Here's a few more fish right there, waypoint down. And you can see, like, just in a very short amount of time and driving through this spot that, you know, I got multiple schools of fish kind of mapped out here ready to go. So we'll probably do a little more driving around. If we don't see anything better than this in the next 20 minutes, we'll probably just come back here. I'm sure if we drove around, we could find the 50 fish in one spot situation. But I feel confident in my abilities to catch those fish. You know why, Mitchell? Because I fish Wisconsin, where we'll spot lock down on one fish.
That's right.
So stick with us. We may do a little driving around, see what's going on, and maybe we'll end up back here, maybe we'll end up somewhere else. A little breezy this morning, Mitchell. I can tell you this, there's 2 places we were thinking about going, and the other place was further south, and I saw like 80 degrees today. I'm cold as all get out right now. I do not have enough clothes on. All right, spot locked down. Well, we drove around a little bit, and we just ended up right back where we started, the first spot we looked at, where we screen recorded with you guys. And we're gonna make it happen. Jigs and plastics, hopefully gonna be the name of the game today. Do I have some shiners with? You bet your ass I got them shiners with. But hopefully we won't need them. We're gonna be fishing with some variation of jerk minnow. This one's looking pretty sexy. I might throw that one on. But I like dark colors in this lake. And a lot of times, 1/4, 3/8 ounce. You can pretty much make it happen on something like that. At least that's kind of the hope here. So we'll see. We're gonna rig that up on our big old Snap Daddy big rod. And hopefully just power fish a whole bunch of these walleyes, I think is kind of the plan. Fire these at them, snap it around, hopefully we get bit. It is cold out. That's all I can really think about right now is how cold and windy it is. And I thought it was supposed to be like 70 today. I even threw shorts in at the last second for this trip. Can you believe that? That's something that only Mitchell would do. Got him. First cast. Literally my first cast of the day.
Ready for it.
And that's a lot of times why you want to drive around before you start fishing. And wouldn't you know it, Mitchell, it's just a dandy of a walleye. Just to get the day going, man. Is that ever fun? I literally turned my head mount on and I was like, this isn't going to take very long. And sure enough, it didn't. Beautiful fish right there. There we go, my friends. There we go. And I was just telling Mitchell as I was rigging up here, for some reason they love dark plastics on this lake. You know, a lot of times I feel like so many different plastic colors are like, you always gravitate to like something with a white belly or something like kind of natural looking, a lot of white in it. For some reason on this lake, I always do the best on stuff that's like dark, dingy colors like that. That's a Kalen's Jerk Minnow Jr. on a 1/4 ounce Kalen's Google Eye swim bait head. And I'm fishing with a big burly stout setup. So I like having something a little bit stiffer. There we go. There's a 25 incher, Mitchell.
This fish? No.
24?
20.
20? Maybe he's 20. He's 24-ish, I will say. There we go. Beautiful fish, man.
Fish.
To get the day rolling. Let's do that a whole bunch of times, huh? Let's do that a whole bunch of times. See you later, girl. Boom, baby. Keeping the Kalen's net wet. That is the goal. And there was like 3 of them there, Mitchell. They were just chilling. Oh, look at this. Keep it rolling, Mitchell. Keep it rolling.
Yeah. My lens is wet. Let me wipe it quick.
Oh, the wind got me there. Terrible cast. Terrible cast.
Terrible cast.
The wind might blow my bait back to the fish though. He's tracking. Oh my gosh. All right, well, first cast magic, baby. Got him. Right there, right next to the boat. We're in for a day, Mitchell. We are in for a day indeed, my friend. Well, I've made about 4 casts now. I've had 3 bites, and I've caught 2 fish. Both real nice ones, too. I mean, quality, very good. That one's got to be at least 33, I'd say.
34.
34, you think? Holy cow, Mitchell. Oh, man, there we go. I did go to a little heavier head. It's not like windy out. It's just like a little gusty almost. And if they don't care, I'll fish as heavy ahead as I can to fish faster. There we go. That one bit right off the bottom. Actually, the first 2 bit right off the bottom. We might see that happen a little bit for the morning, and then my guess would be as the day goes on, gets a little bit warmer out, we'll start seeing those fish. Whack! Whack! Snapping it on the fall, but there we go, man. Beautiful walleyes. I mean, this is what it's all about. Put on your favorite jig, your favorite, he's angry, Mitchell, your favorite plastic, crack it around, and catch walleyes. Since we found this spot, we drove around a little bit, came back to it, spot locked, and I don't even know if we'd have to move for hours, honestly. There's not a million around us, but it seems to be they keep filtering through. Got him. Unbelievable, man. Most time there's like a plot to a video. Like you just kind of get out here, you know, you got, it's like you spend a little bit of time driving around. You're looking, you're going, okay, what's the deal? What's the deal? Where are we gonna go? Oh, slow on this spot. Okay, now we got to dial in the bait. This one, the plot was get to the lake, spend about 30 minutes looking for fish, and then just proceed to wallop on 22 to 25 inch walleyes. Yeah. That's the plot in today's video. It's called The Beatdown of Mid 20 inch walleyes. That's a terrible title.
That's so bad.
What would you call it? What kind of podcast did you listen to on the way here, Mitchell?
Chicago Bears podcast.
Chicago Bears podcast?
Chicago Bears podcast.
I can't think of a worse way to start my day.
What'd you listen to on the way down here?
Politics.
Yeah, that sounds way worse.
You got to be informed on the world's happenings.
Sounds great.
Beautiful, man. Is this not a fishy looking day?
Oh, it absolutely is. Look at
She
this fish.
fishy, baby. She's a fishy day. Oh, look at that. There we go. They're popping it off the bottom still. I mean, the only way my day could get better if I started feeling whack, that real hard smashing bite. I gotta change my plastic out. I threaded it on like a dumbass, Mitchell. Still caught fish though.
Yeah, nice.
All right, so basically the process. Obviously we're fishing a large natural lake today. And these large natural lakes, generally what you look for is shoreline spring structure. And a lot of shoreline connected points, flats, humps, whatever it might be, just stuff that's like on the shoreline. A lot of times you're looking 7 to, I don't know, 13 feet. We're just kind of on one of these flats that comes off a shoreline extension right now. And you can pretty much drive these all the way around the lake as you're looking for fish. We actually got a small one, Mitchell.
Is it a small one?
Yeah, I think so.
That's actually still a nice fish.
I mean, he's a nice fish, but he's not 33 like our other few we caught. He is double tagged though.
He's 20.
So that is always kind of cool.
Is he? Cool.
Yeah. You want to read this off to the viewers? We got...
I can't read.
Oh no, you can't read. 421697. Don't they tag them with the same thing? Same number?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Like 5 years ago, when I caught a big tagged walleye out here, I like did what you had to do to check on the numbers, never heard anything back.
Well,
So I gave up.
that's the government for you, isn't it?
That's right.
What do they do for you, Mitchell? There we go. See you later, buddy. All right.
Take my money.
Well, like we said, yeah, they do take your money. That's for dang sure. But like I said, shoreline-related structure, rock to sand, sand flats even, weed edges, all that kind of stuff. Now, on a big lake like this, you got a lot of different stuff you could look at, but obviously we're on them right now. Side imaging is your best friend, though, for putting yourself on these schools of fish. I'm kind of following it a little ways.
I might as well just roll the camera live today until the battery dies, and then call it a video. What do you think?
Sure. One big crack.
Oh.
That one was just following.
Yeah.
And I hit him with one big crack. I don't know if Mitchell was rolling that whole time.
I was.
Mitchell, do we have the same gosh dang fish here? What's going on?
It's identical. Is that one tagged too?
Yeah, he's not the same one. This one's got the warts all over him.
He's double tagged as well.
You got any warts, Mitchell?
Sure do.
Oh, man. Well, they are smoking that thing, dude. Like I said, you can take that bait anywhere in walleye country and catch fish on it this time of year. We have another double-tagged walleye with warts. There we go. Beauty, man. We're smoking them. We're smoking them. See you later, homie. This is about the simplest bite I've ever fished in my life.
This is awesome.
It is a good
I
time.
think it's time for me to put the camera down and grab a rod.
No, Mitchell, I don't pay you to fish. I pay you to hold the camera.
Okay.
I don't even really pay you much to do that.
No, you don't.
All right, you guys, quick break from the insane fish catching. I know it's hard to do for me especially, but want to bring up the app giveaway, new videos on the app, and some other cool stuff as well. So, on the Walleye Now side of things, we've been uploading a whole bunch of content. Just uploaded one yesterday, or we don't really know when this video is going up, but sometime in the previous week on power fishing with plastics. That video is kind of my to a T pattern on how I like to do a lot of this extreme power fishing with plastics. So give that video a watch. It'll be under spring. It'll also be under early summer, natural lake and reservoirs. Talking about how I like to really snap and get super aggressive with plastics to get a lot more bites. If you're used to fishing a lot of live bait, that video is going to be super beneficial. Also, giveaways on the app. So by the time this video comes out, we're going to be giving away the Humminbird Helix 9 Mega Side Imaging Unit. Now, all you have to do to win that is to be a member of Walleye Now, which is obviously super simple. Find Walleye Now on the Play Store or App Store, download it, create your account on there, hit Explore on the homepage, and enjoy all of the spring walleye fishing content in which we've been uploading to this. Tons of different videos on here breaking down locations, destinations, presentations. You guys got the deal there. But we'll be doing that giveaway at the end of May. If you're already a premium Walleye Now member, good news for you. You're entered to win, right? So super excited. We wanted to give back to a lot of you guys. Other cool thing on the app, we do have a cool feature now where if you are experiencing any kind of issue on the app, if something's not loading, we did have a bug maybe like a week and a half ago. I'm trying to do the math on when this video is coming out. It affected a small amount of users, but with the fix out, it shouldn't be any issue now going forward. The app world's not quite as simple as push a button and fix it, like changing a tire might be or something like that. But if you are experiencing any kind of bug, don't be afraid to reach out. Right on the homepage here, you can hit report an issue, and that's going to let you take a screenshot of the issue. It's going to help us a lot to create a better app for you guys. You guys can say what the issue is, you can send the screenshot with it. That goes straight to our app team to help them make a better platform for us and for you guys. So we appreciate you guys helping with that. But lots of content going up on Walleye Now. The giveaway's been super awesome. It's been we wanted to give back to you guys is the main thing. And thank you guys for allowing us to do what we do every day. Your support means the world to us. And we're out here busting our ass every day trying to make the content better. And yeah, that's a wrap, Mitchell. That's all I got because I got to get back to fishing. Mitchell, we're on a freaking roll.
Yeah, I'd say. I literally turned around for like 4 seconds, shut the camera off, and...
Oh, we've moved about 20 yards from where we started. And, I mean, it's just one after another. I don't really know what to say. Most videos don't go quite this well, just
no,
like immediately off the bat.
You need these every now and then, though, you know?
You need a good just catch 100 fish in a day type of pattern. Oh, I love it, Mitchell. I love it. Why did I buy minnows? Why did I spend $28 on shiners?
Because you just never know.
Here's an interesting fact, and I was thinking about this the other day when we filmed on Leech. We've used minnows in one video this year, I think.
Yeah, which is wild considering it's, what, May 16th, 17th
We used minnows in one video this year, and leeches in one video. So it's probably 20-some videos we used live bait twice.
Yeah, that's wild.
I'm not opposed to live bait fishing. I just try to fish always what I think the best option is. And obviously, walleye fishing is kind of getting to a point where I don't think you have to. Now, the big thing that'll change is cadence, and cadence is a big one, and what kind of plastic you're fishing and profile. Those couple things make a huge difference. I've seen plenty of times, even I remember one time fishing on this lake last fall. It was just like hard to get bit. Went to something smaller and really dark, they all bit. I mean, it's just kind of funny how, you know, a lot of times you put on a plastic, start yanking around, and if it's slow, you're like, oh, well, they didn't bite, you know. And then a couple small changes and they all bite.
Did you nail it?
Good enough, probably. Not in love with it. Oh, there they go. Da, 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 da. Why did those ones pull back off bottom?
There we go. This is just one of those days.
Oh man, and look at the live, right? I mean, they're just...
Can you imagine if this was just fishing every day?
I mean, it is for me.
No, it's not. Not even close.
Every time I joke lately has like Shelby was fishing with me last night and I lost a fish. And I was like, that's probably the first time you've ever seen me lose a fish, Shelby.
Yeah, the guy's getting past the humble stage to
No.
arrogant now.
The joke is on, people are always like, man, it must, you know, they'll see you at a bowling on the slow day and they'll be like, you must have caught a lot of fish today. I'm like, well,
nope.
I always do good when the camera's on.
That's right. And
I always do good on the videos.
Especially when a magician edits them.
It doesn't make a good video on a terrible day. My favorite one of all time though, Mitchell, and you get this every time at seminars, and I'm not gonna like scold people for saying this, but it's always the same. The question always goes the same way. You gotta come fish this lake. I got this lake you gotta try. And it's never like, oh dude, we catch a ton of fish there. Every time that question gets said, I'm like, how is it? And they're like, man, we've had a cabin there for 10 years. We've never caught a walleye. Yeah. And
like they're in there, but we can't catch them.
I'm not gonna lie. I generally don't try to go to places that suck for walleye fishing and to film walleye videos. One of the main things with filming videos is you want to go somewhere that's good for walleye fishing. Now we go to plenty of lakes that aren't like stellar for walleye fishing, but
I was gonna say we don't purposely go to lakes that are just insane. We know we're gonna catch them every single time, every day, every cast type thing. But
no,
traveling and fishing and trying to schedule it all is incredibly hard.
Yeah. I had a lot of comments people want to see back in the river rig, Mitchell.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm ready to hop back in the river rig.
I know.
Season started. Oh my gosh.
You can't stop us. I don't even know how many fish we've caught. We've been fishing for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's probably been 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Ridiculous.
I'm ready to grab a rod myself, even
Absolutely
though I feel
ridiculous.
sicker than a dog.
Mitch, I'll tell you what, when I clip triple digits, you can pick up a rod today.
That's gonna happen soon.
No, I mean, honestly, we're getting to the point already where it's like, how many more do you guys want to see here? This is one of my favorite setups for fishing this way. I'll tell you guys a little bit about it. But this is Elliott Rod's Identity Series reaction bait. Now this rod, if you like power fishing, if you like ripping heavy jigs, if you like throwing hyper rattles, jigging wraps, your shimmer minnows, your ripping wraps, and your skitter scatters.
Your skitter scatters and whatnot.
This is a 7.2 medium fast Elliott Identity rod. That's kind of like their absolute signature line. and it's called the reaction baits model. And I rigged this up with 15 to 20 pound braid and like 15 to 17 pound fluoro leaders. This is my big fish wumping stick, or my big bait fishing aggressive and hard setup. Filmed some app videos last night using this in a really crazy situation, but this is what I like to use for when I'm really like snapping stuff hard, really manipulating some of these bigger baits. And it's got just like this perfect tip on it, where a lot of rods, if you're trying to snap jig plastics, the problem you're gonna run into is that the bait's gonna be working your rod. You don't want that. You want the rod to be working the bait. And this rod kind of has the perfect amount of tip action so that I can get real when I don't get wrapped up. I can kind of get real snappy with it. And that bait's doing exactly what I want it to. That one swatted her.
Nice.
There we go.
She looks like it.
When I see 3
Could be
4
nice
like
the way
that,
that rod loaded up.
I'm like, they are gonna bite, son. That is the funnest way to catch a walleye in all of walleye fishing. What do you think, Mitchell? I mean, I know how much you like just dragging a spinner rig at like a half a mile an hour.
Right.
Look at that, dude.
It is a nice fish.
Unreal, man. What a fun morning this has been, am I right? What a fun 45 minutes this has been. I mean, fish after fish. Fishing your favorite way to catch them. Jig, plastic, cracking it around, and just catching a ton of them. And there's so many fish here, it's ridiculous. I mean, unreal fishing, really. Look at that thing, man. She's a beaut. She's a beaut. Thick. And it's pretty healthy post-spawn fish. A lot of lakes you go to, they're just so thinned out. It's almost like they're concave right there. But these ones still got some nice,
yeah, good looking fish.
Thickness to them. There we go. Beauty, man. What else is there to add, Mitchell?
I don't know, man. It's been
back to the cafe.
It's been quick work
to get some biscuits and gravy. Maybe maybe a little French toast for my camera guy.
Oh, I like the sounds of that.
Are you a French toast guy?
No.
I'm not a breakfast guy like in general, but if I am getting breakfast,
you always talk about breakfast.
Biscuits,
so you
gravy.
say that, but
I honestly don't eat breakfast.
That's not
biscuits,
true.
Gravy, hot sauce on it.
How would you know that if you don't eat breakfast?
Because I've had it before in the past.
Oh, okay.
Every single morning.
Yeah.
Well, woke up at 3, left home at 4, got to the lake at 7. It's got to be like 8:30 now, 9 o'clock maybe.
Yep.
Quick day, but we're actually headed to somewhere else to film something completely different. We're planning on this being like a 3-day trip and then getting to the lake number 2 like tomorrow. But we're gonna get there like at noon today, Mitchell, so pretty ridiculous. But hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this. Obviously caught an absolute pile of fish right off the bat. Don't forget about our Walleye Now giveaway going on. Jump on there, be a premium member, and potentially win a Humminbird Helix 9. And we got a big lure kit going out as well too, depending on when this video comes out. So super fun morning. Now here's the thing. Tempting to stay here for like 2 or 3 days and just keep destroying fish like this, but I get bored of that. We get bored of that. We don't want to make the same video. So we're gonna go do something completely different system, and hopefully film something there, because that's kind of how we roll, baby. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully Mitch does a halfway decent job on the edit. Let's jump in the truck, warm up, and we'll see you guys at destination number 2.